Hi people, it's Archivist here. Following on from my divergent theme from last week, today I thought it might be worth taking a look at an idea that is a little more personal to me, and that is materialism. If I was to describe someone as materialistic, what would this make you think of them? Would you take this as a positive attribute, a negative one, or perhaps just an inevitable aspect of anyone growing up in a Western culture? Growing up in a capitalist society, we are taught from an early age to put an enormous amount of emphasis on possessions. Houses, cars, furniture, clothes and electronics. There is so much we are compelled to purchase and make ours in life. Even if you don't find yourself exposed to adverts in the conventional sense, you are surrounded by people who have been buying goods and displaying them for the world to see. And seeing others with something, particularly large groups of people, has a very powerful effect on us. When we're young, we have a very strong desire to take what others have. A child may have absolutely no interest in a toy lying on the floor, but if you pick it up and start playing with it, the toy becomes far more appealing to them. As we get older, the instinctive urge lessens, and we of course learn that we can't just take something that belongs to someone else because we want it. But ultimately, what I believe this shows is that humans have a powerful desire to possess things, and being in a capitalist society simply acts as a catalyst to heighten our wants and needs. I am admittedly someone who has embraced materialism in a big way. I put a lot of value in what I own, I protect my possessions, and have never been one for sharing. Simply letting someone hold my phone is a big deal to me, because I feel like a small part of myself has in fact moved outside of my control. It's an aspect of myself that I am very much aware of, but at the same time don't necessarily want to eliminate. Although I am borderline paranoid when it comes to my desktop, laptop and phone, and yes, my materialism is focused almost exclusively around computers, there is a great deal of satisfaction on putting value in what I own. There are plenty of examples where this can happen. People might collect stamps, shoes, medals, clothes and cars, and then place an emotional emphasis onto the object that is disproportionate to its practical use and value. The reason I find myself considering this right now though, is that there is a danger I've noticed from my own experience beyond the general obsessiveness. By placing so much emphasis and importance onto an object, you find yourself actually losing a sense of self-worth. So strong is the significance on the external item that your internal focus is lost. There's also a greater sense of vulnerability that comes with indulging materialism. You are literally placing your priorities outside of yourself. You may have found yourself doing this. Think of an object you love. It could be anything, a watch, a necklace, or maybe even a hat. Now imagine placing that item onto a bench in the middle of a busy park, then being made to walk away and close your eyes. Your mind will of course be focused on thoughts of what could happen when you're not looking. Someone might steal it, it might get blown away by a gust of wind, or it might just roll off into a puddle. You are, in this moment, entirely preoccupied with the object, and therefore not at all with your own personal well-being. It's one thing to consider this isolated hypothetical scenario, but now imagine someone who is entirely consumed with material worth. When they leave their house, they fear someone breaking in and robbing them. When they park their car and walk away, they fear someone scratching it. When they hang their coat up at someone's house, they may fear someone taking it home by mistake. And one very OCD example from me is obsessively checking my pockets for lint and other general debris before putting my phone in it. So what I'm getting at with all this is a sense of distraction, a distraction from yourself, which is of course more important than any physical possession. It's not easy to break the habit. I know that in my case it's just a composite of my personality. But what I do believe is that with commitment and self-awareness, the potency of being a materialist can be managed by anyone.